What's up, guys? Today I'm coming at you with a quick little review. I'm gonna do a 5-year review on this lawnmower. It is a Troy-Bilt Bronco. It's got an automatic transmission. It's 42-inch cut. On the back, I've got a double bagging system. Kind of operates like that. There's a hose. You have a pipe that runs from here to there, and it connects right there. If you look here, you got a PTO, which engages your blades and whatnot. Then you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different places for your cut. However you want to do that. Your battery is under the seat. You got a couple of little springs. If you look here, you've got an adjustment point where if you're real tall or short, you can adjust it. I'm a pretty short guy, so I got mine adjusted to that. We'll move over to the other side of the mower. Right here, you got connections to where if you sit down on that thing, if you get off of it, it'll shut down. So I unhooked it, and plus when you put it in reverse, it won't cut. But I disconnected all that stuff because that's just, I know it's safety features, but it was a hassle, so I took it off. Moving over here on the top, you got a slow choke. That's your steering wheel. This is plastic, and this is one of the weak parts of the mower. It hadn't broke yet, but I could see this steering wheel breaking, especially if you, I'm covering the damn mic up. If you leave this thing outside and it dry rots, this steering wheel will break, because like I said, it's plastic. It's got a 19-inch Kohler Courage motor, a 19 horsepower Kohler Courage motor. Just a little cheap plastic gas tank. The motor on this thing has been solid. I hadn't had a bit of problems out of the motor. In the 5 years that I've had it, I bought it. This is a 2013 model. If you look down here at the blades, you see that the covers are removed. This thing chews up, well, it did until I figured out what was going on. The mower chewed up belts. Come to find out, it kept throwing the belt off and it tear a belt up. And I was like, what in the hell? And come to find out, one of those pulleys, not the blade pulley, but there's an idler pulley. I'll see if I can show it to you. Oh, yeah, there it is. I don't see how, right there, that's silver. That is the idler pulley. That thing will bend. And when it bends, it'll cause the belt not to run true, and it'll throw the belt off, and it'll put it in a bind, and it'll tear it all to pieces. But if you have problems with these things breaking belts, check that. Or buy a new one. I just took mine out and just I pinged mine out with a hammer, just did it by hand, and it worked out instead of having to buy a new one. That's your headlights. The only thing I don't like about the headlight issue is they're either on or they're off. When the mower's running, I mean, they're on. I don't like that, but they've lasted. It's a pretty good mower. My only complaint is that like I said, the idler pulley. If I'd have known at first what was going on, it wouldn't have been a big issue. I looked at some videos. I hadn't seen any videos that really explained any of that to me. I'm not really doing this to explain it. I'm just talking about this mower. I think I paid $1,600 for it in 2013. That's including the bagging unit. There's a chute that goes on it's up in my shop right now. This mower has never been kept outside, so I mean, it's not spotless, but I did just wash it off. I do try to keep it clean. Another thing that sucks on it that I'll mention is, like, stuff will get up under there. See how I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but water gets under there. But this thing don't get wet unless it gets washed. And I think that would rust if if it was left under there. I've replaced the battery on this thing once since I've had it in 5 years. If you look out here where I live, it's sandy, so this thing's got lift blades on it that brings it into that chute, and it'll destroy them. I mean, it'll turn them into a steak knife. I might could show it to you. I got some new blades I just hadn't put on it, but I still got the crappy blades on it. Oh. Now see, that's what the sand does to a blade. That blade should be like that. But I've had to replace blades quite frequently, at least once a year. That's through the summer and the fall. What else? What else can I complain about? Other than that, I mean, the Troy-Bilt hadn't broke, thank goodness. It'll probably break after I get done doing this video and put this lawnmower up, but it's a pain in the ass to change. It looks to me like you'd have to about turn this thing on its side, or unless you had a lift or a hoist or something. It looks like it's got two belts. One that comes, I don't know if you can see that belt on the very bottom of the pulley, but there's a pulley above it that goes to the rear differential. And then there's a belt that comes off of that and drives the actual wheels. So I mean, it'll be a pain in the ass to fix if it ever breaks. Putting a belt on this thing is easy peasy. On the deck, the Troy-Bilt Bronco, I watched their video and I dropped this whole deck off of this thing before. Now I can put it on with no tools whatsoever. Just you just have to feed it on there. But that other pulley I was showing you a while ago, that's all you got to do when you get it on there is just feed it on there. Just kind of like roll that pulley and put that belt on at the same time, and you can do it by hand. Or either you can just unloosen the bolt and the whole thing will wobble, and you can, I don't know if you can see it, you can move it to get it. But when you take those pulleys off, make sure you put everything back in the alignment or it'll come right off. The spring on this is an automatic. There's a return spring on the very back. It came off. I had to put that back on. But overall, like I said, it's been a good mower. That Kohler Courage engine is a really good motor. Can't complain about that. It don't use any oil. It burns the crap out of gas. But I mean, overall, I can't complain. I think it was worth the $1,600 I paid for it. I don't know what they're going for now. But I mean, I know it's grass cutting season, and I thought I'd do a quick little review on it. I've seen a bunch of bad reviews on it, and it's a good mower. It's got some issues, but once you get those issues figured out, I mean, it served me well. I would buy it again. I probably wouldn't tow. It's got a bar on there. You probably could tow like a trailer or something. That's probably would kill your Troy-Bilts. And I only use this bagger like once I bust up the pine cones and the mess and get it real fine, because you can fill that thing up. I got a big giant pile that I've put in the backyard. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this lawnmower. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. And like I said, if you're thinking about buying this lawnmower, you can't go wrong. You know, looking back, at one time I was like, when them belts kept coming off, I was like, man, I should have bought a John Deere. You know, because you can buy a John Deere for like, I think 20, maybe $2,000 or $2,100 or something like that. But I decided, I was like, no, I'm gonna take a shot at this, because I knew, you know, Kohler makes a good motor. And I mean, it done good, like I said, other than that belt issue. And once I figured the belt, what was going on, I hadn't had any problems. I've used that same belt for the last 2 years. I mean, and before I was buying 5 belts a year. I mean, I'd put a brand new belt on it, and as soon as it get in a bind, it would come off. And I was like, what in the hell? And one day when I was putting it back on, I felt it, and I was like, man, this thing, I looked at it, I was like somebody took some pliers to it and bent it up, you know, with a lip on it. and it was just throwing the belt right off. And once I got that straightened out, it's been good as gold. But anyway, that's my video. If y'all don't see in the background, that's a GMC Sierra 4-wheel drive Z71 truck I just picked up. If you're subbed to my channel, I'll have a review of that coming up soon. I ain't had it long enough. I've had it for 8 days, so I ain't really had it long enough to know. I mean, you know, I'm doing a 5-year review on this lawnmower, so it's gonna take me a while to do that. And got the old Mustang sitting up there, and a couple other cars, and got plenty of stuff to talk about. Just hadn't made any videos lately. Thought I would do a quick video and I don't know, say what's up to everybody. What's up? Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, guys. I was just messing around there. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll catch you later.